Howdy everyone in the world of Regen Rovers, and welcome to episode 126 of the series, where today we're having a treble live con. We're taking on West Ham, the team that I support in the league. We're also taking on Sunderland away from home in the league, and then we're inviting Hull City down to the Regen Rovers Stadium to take them on in the FA Cup third round. They are a championship club, so I would hope to beat them. And we're taking on two teams we've done reasonably well against this season already, because we beat West Ham 3-0 towards the start of the season, and we got a very good 3-3 draw at home against Sunderland, who are doing quite well this season. And we've only played 3 games since the last episode, but they've been very, very impressive. We did lose against Man City, but it was only 2-0. This tactic obviously is a little bit more solid now that I've reverted to this 4-2-3-1 rather than playing 2 up front. You can see they scored in the 12th minute and 76th minute, but it was a relatively equal game. They did create the chances, we didn't have any, but we did manage to muster 8 shots, 44% possession. The team played alright. Kay apparently didn't play very well, but I wouldn't blame him for the goals. To only lose 2-0, I think that's pretty good going. It shows how far we have come just in the last few months, really, because we lost 7-1 against Man United, remember, back in October, and 2 months later we only lost 2-0 against Man City. But the next game was even better. We managed to beat Arsenal at the Regen Rovers Stadium. We're still unbeaten in the Regen Rovers Stadium in the Premier League, because we moved back to the stadium for the Cardiff game, and in the 4 games we've played there since, we've won 3 and drawn 1, which is exceptional. What a start. 12,500 fans getting behind us every week. I want to try and expand this even further if possible. The board, there's not the option to expand the stadium yet, but hopefully that will be an option, because we want to keep expanding it as far as possible, because we're filling out the stadium every week, so I'm sure we can get some more fans through the doors as well. You can see we actually scored in the 21st minute through that man Nigel, who has had a superb start to his Regen Rovers career. He's been our second best player this season after that man Pigliacelli. Here he is running forward, really good assist from the striker. Nigel just had to head it home into an open net effectively. Pigliacelli did score a penalty, which he has struggled to do lately, but this one was a good penalty. Stuck it into the top left hand corner and ran over to the fans. The Arsenal fans weren't too pleased about that one, and we actually took a 3-goal lead in the 54th minute through JCG. Pigliacelli putting a cross in. It was blocked out to Hare. He tried again. It's a good crossing, good flat crossing, and JCG with a nice finish past the keeper. You can see there wasn't many shots in this game. We both had 2 clear-cut chances, 1 half chance, but we were clinical. They did get a goal back towards the end of the game. It was a very strange one, because I think he just wandered through the defence. Let's have a look at this one. I remember being slightly peeved by it, but I thought surely we can hang on to this, even though they have managed to score towards the end of the game. But we were comfortable. It was not a very open game, I guess, but look at that. He just ran past Nathan Williams there far too easily, and Kay in his pink tracksuit couldn't really do much about that. And we followed that up with a good 1-0 win at home against Derby County, bottom of the table. We had to be winning this game, and to try and get revenge for the start of the season, remember. Pascual came on in the second half, and he missed his initial penalty and put in the rebound. That's the second time that's happened this season. Hit it. It was a really good penalty, an incredible save, I must say, but he put in the rebound to win us the 3 points, his second goal of the season. He's not really been a big part of the team this year, because JCG has played very well on the right hand side. So after 20 games, just over the halfway point of the season, we're on 28 points. We're in 11th place, and we're 10 points above the relegation zone. Crystal Palace and Everton do have games in hand, but that is quite a remarkable start to our Premier League campaign, our first ever Premier League campaign. I don't really know how we've done it. Well, I kind of think it's down to the tactics, really. I've solidified the tactics. We had a bit of an indifferent start to the season, didn't we? We did win the odd game with the old attacking tactic, but we have had to revert to this more stable tactic to get results. And it's worked. We've only lost 1 game since changing the tactics, and that was against Man City. So we invite West Ham to the Regen Rovers Stadium full of confidence. We're actually playing 2 games in 3 days, because it's that Christmas period, 30th of December, then we've got a New Year game, and then a week until the Hull City game. So In the 4 games we have played West Ham on this save, we've only won once. They've won the other 3 because we took them on in the Championship a few times. The only win we have against them is earlier this season, which was a surprise thrashing, 3-0. Nico Schultz is back from suspension. I've had to be playing Pascal Hare and Garber in the middle, but they were pretty effective against Arsenal and Derby County. I think we'll go with this team. Hans Hayne's not particularly happy at the moment because he's not getting in the first team, but Nigel's just so effective. I can't drop him. And Hans Hayne, when he has played, he scored 1 goal this season, an okay average rating of 6.9, but nothing particularly special from him. So I'm going to put Pasquale on the bench, I think, today. Spencer Drury and Lorenzini waiting for their opportunity to get onto the pitch and score goals. It's all about Pigliuccelli this season. Horatio's actually injured, so I'm going to play... Williams comes back into the team. Edwards played in the last game because I was resting Williams for the Derby game. So Edwards and Williams will play at the back today with Lawrence Rhodes on the bench. A couple of people have said to me I sound too posh to be a West Ham fan, which amuses me. I probably, to people in the north, anyone from the south sounds a bit posh, so maybe I understand that. Anyone that's not from London or somewhere like that, or like got a proper estuary Essex accent. What everyone thinks as an Essex accent, by the way, isn't a traditional Essex accent. Like in the old days, it would have been more like an East Anglian accent. My granddad, who originally from Chelmsford, you know, his family got this East Anglian heritage going back many years. He had a proper Chelmsford accent, and mine's got a little bit of a twang like his, I guess. Same with my dad. But what everyone thinks is an Essex accent is more of an East London accent, and because everyone from East London's moved out into Essex, it's kind of turned to this thing that people assume. But Essex stereotypes, don't get me onto that. Let's start the match. Look at that. The corners are ridiculous, aren't they? They're still as dangerous as they were before when they didn't have seats, because there's no sides to them. You can just fall into the car park below. It's ridiculous. I don't know why we haven't... Why have we extended all the corners out and not the actual stands? That's probably the next stage, isn't it? When we expand the stadium next time, they'll actually put it in line with the corners, because it just looks a bit bizarre at the moment. Here's Pigliuccelli running through. Can he score? He's beaten his man. Oh, good save by the keeper. He wasn't expecting to beat that defender, I don't think, and suddenly found himself past him, had the shot, and the keeper managed to catch it. But here come West Ham again. But Schultz steps in with a great tackle. Nigel comes forward, he loses the ball, but Gary Johnston can... This is just a rattled scramble. Pigliuccelli loses the ball himself. And Nathan Williams misses the ball. What are you doing there, Nathan Williams? And that's over the bar. Their striker has got 15 goals. He's Italian as well. He's got 15 goals in 17 starts and 1 sub-appearance this season. He is a dangerous player. What am I doing? I don't know. This one. Occhipinti. Capped at under 21 level for Italy, but hasn't got into the first team. It's a bit of an upgrade on Pigliuccelli, but we love the pig, don't we? He's our main man. Already found himself in our hearts, hasn't he? In the Regen Rovers' heart. Kay's got injured. This is why I have a substitute goalkeeper on the bench. Someone did question me. But this is why you need it. Because sometimes it happens and then you're screwed, aren't you? It's also realistic to put a goalkeeper on the bench, I think. So I will take him off. He says he wants to stay on, but I think it's sensible to take him off. Especially as it's an arm injury. Goalkeepers bloody use their arms. So Koch is coming on, and I think we'll leave it at that for now. We've not done anything. It's been a boring game, hasn't it? There's been very few opportunities. They've had one chance, which was fired over the bar. Pigliuccelli's chance wasn't classified as a key cut chance. As Pigliuccelli picks up the ball here, it's back out wide to Garber. It's into the box. JCG finds the back of the net. He's had a cracking season on the right wing today. This season, sorry. And that is his 5th goal of the season. See, look, there's no barrier between the edge of the corner and the whatever is below. Concrete below. JCG, great finish at the near post. Can we hang on to this now? Let's find out. Half an hour to play. I'm going to take off Johnston, who's tired. He's just so inconsistent. It's very irritating. Pascal Hare's going to come on. Don't really know if, at the end of the season, if there was the option to sign Gary Johnston from Southampton. I don't think I would, because he's just not really been up to the standard I hoped he would be. I've not seen him take any really good set pieces either, I don't think. Here we are on the ball again then. 13 minutes to go. Probably should mix more subs soon. Pigliuccelli does really well, but he does lose the ball eventually, and it's knocked up the pitch. Williams steps in. Perhaps I should be going defensive now as West Ham come forward. This is going to be the equaliser. Woodsmith, England under-21 player, scores. Trying to impress me. Trying to get into that first team, isn't he? But it's 1-1. And do I risk it and go attacking? Or do we play it safe? I think we bring... Well, Nigel's not had the best game, but there's not really any other option. I think we will go for it. I'm going to bring Spencer Drury on as a poacher. Hare will drop back there. Turn off, be more disciplined, pump the ball into the box, and we will go attacking. Yeah, we're going to go for this. There's an opportunity still to get all 3 points. It's disappointing that they've equalised. They've gone a little bit more defensive now. Defensive 4-4-1-1 as it's called. Injury time to go. I don't think it's going to happen for us, but we can try. Hit early crosses, be more expressive, pump ball, just, yeah, attempt to do something in the last few minutes. But it's going to be a draw, which I guess is a fair result on the reflection of play. We're still unbeaten at the Regen Rovers Stadium, and we stay ahead of West Ham, and we stay in 11th position. Kay has been injured for 2 weeks. We're going to have to play Koch. This is impressive. Jonathan Edwards has won Welsh Footballer of the Year award. Really pleased for him. He's ahead of Ben Davies, who plays for Fenerbahce now. Well done to Jonathan Edwards. He had a very good average rating, to be fair, this season, so that's probably benefited him. Ben Davies won it last year. Gareth Bale hasn't won it since 2020. Well, I guess he's old now. He retired when he was 35. Then it was Aaron Ramsey for a couple of years. Ben Davies has appeared a few times. But Jonathan Edwards, he's only been capped once by Wales, but he has won Welsh Footballer of the Year. That's very impressive. So not very much of a break between the West Ham game and the Sunderland game, but we're going to do our best. We might make a few changes. There's a couple of enforced changes, and it's about to be the start of the transfer window as well, and I really want to try and find a gem, like a top quality player, a marquee signing for the Premier League, because we've got all this money, 34 million in the bank. We've got 11.5 million to spend. Maybe I can increase that if I go to the board. No, there's no option to increase at the moment. But there might be when the transfer window starts. The England best 11 for the last year has been announced. Where's Jack Young? Where's Spencer Drury? They were amazing. I suppose the start. I've only appeared halfway through the year. Maybe next year is Spencer Drury's year. He's going to be England's best player. See, change season expectations. We can increase the money. Not a huge amount. Mid-table, I'm not going to go for that just in case. But avoid relegation. We should avoid that at least. We increased the wage budget slightly, increased the transfer budget slightly. There might be a player for 10 million that we can sign. The only problem is the wages. We can't afford to spend 100 grand on wages. We won't even afford to probably spend 40 grand on wages. So actually signing a top quality player is going to be difficult. This is the player rumoured to leave Barcelona to move to Man United. He looks good, but I wouldn't say... I mean, his physicals are exceptional, aren't they? 20 strength, jumping reach 19. It's not too slow for a defender either. If only. We're going up to the northeast then, to Sunderland, who are 13th. They're 2 places below us. If they win, they don't overtake us. We do have a bit of a cushion, us and West Ham, and there's a little bit of a gap between us. And then the relegation threatened teams. Anyone below Sunderland really is in a bit of trouble. Derby look dead and buried. The only game they've won this season is against us. How annoying is that? That first day of the season they beat us. They must have thought, yes, good start to the year, although they were expecting to beat us anyway. And since then they've been terrible. But that doesn't matter. We're going strong now. We can put Sunderland in deeper trouble by beating them today. We've got 3-3 draw towards the start of the season against them. Let's see what we manage today. So Kay's injured. Arif Koch is going to come into the team. Does mean that on the bench will be Nick Austin, who you might have forgotten about, but he's still here. He's still in the under-23s. Hasn't really played because Koch has been playing for the under-23s. The back line will change. I'm going to put Horatio in for Edwards, and Rhodes will come in for Williams. We've got some very tired legs out there. Vianello's going to come in. There's going to be quite a few changes. And Yahya at the back. Now in the middle, Garber can't really play on that, can he? I'm going to have to play Pascal Hare. This is too many changes for my liking, but I think I have to do it. Just to put some fresh legs in there. Dibber will come onto the bench. think Arthur Owusu will come onto the bench. Danny Bai onto the bench for Williams. And I will put Nigel on the bench instead of Lorenzini a rest. He can go home and have some Christmas turkey on New Year's Day. I'm sure there's plenty left in his household. But the rest of the team, we're going to have to... Gary Johnson's going to fight on, as is Schultz and Horatio. Johnston will get knackered. He gets knackered every game anyway. But we've got the option of bringing on, I guess, Arthur Owusu, Patrick Dibber. Let's see how a largely second-string squad then cope against Sunderland, who they're a decent team. They can score goals. They've got some good strikers in their team. Frering, pretty dangerous Frenchman, and Johan Blair, a Jamaican. He's got 10 goals for his country. We'll have to watch out for those two. Now, I think I'm going to play a counter tactic. We're away from home. We're pretty good on the break, aren't we? So I think it kind of makes sense to do that. We'll go counter. And we're going to exploit the flanks because they're not playing wingers. I am currently designing some merchandise, by the way, on that website I mentioned called Zazzle. The whole football shirt thing might have to go on the back burner for a little while. But I'll still investigate further into that. And for the time being, there might be some mugs and some t-shirts and that sort of thing. But I'll let you know when it's ready. I might buy one myself just to see what it looks like. I don't want you guys buying one and it being terrible. Here comes Sunderland then. In the 23rd minute. Good cross in. Koch slaps it away. But, oh, wow. I don't know how that didn't go in there. Koch was all over the place. The defence didn't know what to do. It was carnage. But somehow we survive. Sunderland come forward straight away, looking really dangerous down the wings. They're not playing wingers, but they're getting their strikers out wide and crossing it in. And that's a goal. Blair scores. I said he was dangerous. And we're 1-0 down. They need to be impressing me to try and get into the first team, and they're not playing well at all. Here they come again. Maybe I shouldn't have changed the tactics. Maybe I should have just stayed on standard, as that's 2-0. What the hell is going on? This is what happens when you put out a second string team, I guess. I'm being punished for it. Well, we're going to have to go attacking. Attacking and just pump it up the pitch to Pigliacelli and hope for the best. But this is embarrassing at the moment. Not good at all, as Vianello does well there and pumps it up. This is Pigliacelli's opportunity. Oh, he's hit the post. So unlucky. The chance to get back into this game. We've been poor. Gary Johnson's knackered as usual. We're going to throw another striker. We're going to play Francis Arthur Owusu actually. We can play him as a target man. Target man support and just lump it along to him. Go route one. I think that's what we need to do. Hit early crosses into the box as well. Oh, it's a free kick. Pascual steps up. Oh, great strike. I don't know why Vianello's not taking it because he's got higher free kick taking. But Pascual obviously wrestled the ball off him and fired it into the back of that net to bring us back into this game. Lovely free kick from him. Third goal of the season. And half an hour to go. There's still a chance here, isn't there, that we can get back into this. Hansane's going to come off for Nigel. Pigliacelli, it's not his day. We're going to bring on Spencer Drury as a poacher and continue to fire the box. The box? The ball into the box, not the box into the ball. We can do that as well. We can try. Half an hour, come on! Turn this around, guys. Come on! It's not happening. Team talk. Passionate. Push forwards. It's been poor, really. We've scored a free kick, but nothing else has happened. Hare's going to go there. I'm going to put Schultz there. I'm actually going to bring these guys back, which you might think is a bit strange, but they can come from deeper, carrying the ball. That's my theory, anyway. I'm going to go overload, take more risks. Fluid. It's a corner to Sunderland. They can kill this game off now, but Hare clears it away. Can we get it away properly? Here they are, on the ball. Come on. Oh, really good tackle by Nigel. Here's Pascual. What's he going to do? Pascual all by himself. Can he put a... Oh, he's gone for the shot. And he's won a corner, which he's going to take himself. He's come alive in this game, hasn't he? Pascual. Poor corner, though, near post and headed away by about 3 men standing there. And Sunderland can break and kill us off properly now. No, they haven't. It's another highlight. Free kick to Sunderland. Can we head it away? We can't. Koch catches it, though. And hopefully we can counter. He's blasted up the pitch to Nigel. You can't quite win the ball. And now Sunderland come forward. It's end-to-end football. That's 3-1, though. It's all over. No chance of a turnaround from us. It's not been our day. It's my own fault for putting out a weaker team, but if I'd put out a full strength team, they'd have been completely off their feet by now. And I'm resting my players for a long second half of the season that I'm expecting. This isn't the end of the world. Our home unbeaten run still stands for the last few games. But it is a poor result, and the players that want to try and get into the first team didn't play particularly well, apart from Pasquale, who scored a great free kick. Rhodes had an awful game. He's not good enough for this level then. And they're only 4 points behind us now, but still a bit of a cushion, isn't there? Oh, everyone did play today. They just played earlier in the day. Okay. So West Ham have gone above us. But we're still only... we're 3 points off 8th place Stoke. Not bad going. I'm looking for quality players that we can sign in this January transfer window. Decided to look for transfer listed players, because there might be a bargain here. This guy plays in Holland, Jordi van Kempen, but is he a massive improvement on what we have? He'd cost about £2.2 million. Well, 1.3 million, in fact. That's pretty cheap. I wonder where he's transfer listed. Probably doesn't want to play for them anymore. If we compare him with Garber, let's have a look to see who's best as an advanced playmaker. That's what you play in the middle. First touch is worse, passing's better, technique's the same, vision's better, decision's worse, composure better. So I suppose the really key attributes, passing and vision, he is better at. It's just other things he's not quite so good at. They're similar in a way. Like Kempen is older. So a player to think about anyway. Or maybe this guy, Lucas Kopecky, transfer listed by Arsenal, £6.5 million. He's got 29 caps for the Czech Republic. He's only 23 years old as well. So there's still a little bit of growth left in him. And if we look at him as a midfielder, he's similar to Garber in passing. In quite a few attributes he's similar. But look at him physically, he's much better. Is he more of a box-to-box? No, he's an advanced playmaker. He could play as a box-to-box midfielder with that pace, I think. I think he's worth going for. Lucas Kopecky. Not got a Czech Republican in the team. Shall we see if they accept something like 5 million instead? I want 6 million, then percentage of profit. So I'll remove that and just go up to the 6.5 million, which is what they want. And we'll see how much he wants. Kopecky, he wants quite a few promises. Now someone told me if you just remove them all, they don't really mind. So I'm going to do that and take your advice. Ah, okay. That might be true then. You don't have to make promises to players. What's the point in that thing then? Oh, Schultz has signed a new contract. I did offer him a 29k a week contract about a week ago, and he's accepted, which is really good news because he's very important. It has increased his minimum fee release clause as well to £14.75 million instead of £6 million. So we'd get more. We'd get what he's worth, I think, if a team did come in for him. And he's earning more as well, so he's happy. He's improving still as a player. He's only 22, remember. He wants too much money. We can offer 43,500. What happens if I do this? He'll want... after 30 games, he wants 135k a week. That's our problem. We can't offer the wages at the moment. So I can't sign these marquee players. I have to sign youngsters, I guess. Maybe if I find someone that's 21 or under, and we take away the transfer listed thing and see who's available. Ollie Barber! But it's a different Ollie Barber that plays for Southampton, so it must be his twin. Not twin, because he's younger. What's happened to the other Ollie Barber? Oh yeah, he moved to Telstar, didn't he? He's 24 years old now, good old Ollie Barber. He's playing in Holland. Had a good season last year, but not so good this year. They've been relegated, haven't they? I know they've been promoted, sorry, that's why. Legend. But this is the other Ollie Barber. He's got a release clause of £19 million. That'd be really confusing if we signed another Ollie Barber. Ah, I did ask for a new affiliate as well, and they've come back to me. Now, surely I have to go for a crew out of these three. Barnet won't have as good at youth facilities and youth academy, will they? 2-star youth facilities. Ebbsfleet, 2-star. Crew Alexandra. Oh, they're only 2-star as well, but surely they're... Wait, let's have a look at their youth academy. Youth recruitment is established. They have impressive training facilities. Youth level 3. See, Ebbsfleet's youth recruitment is average. So I think I'd rather go for... I mean, Crew have just... historically, they've produced better players, haven't they? And if we can get them on board, I think that's a good thing. And I think it's probably a similar amount of money for all of them. Crewe's actually cheaper than Barnet. They're in League 2. Barnet are in League 1. But I kind of like the idea of Crewe. It just seems better to me. So I'm going to go for them. There we go. We're affiliated with Crewe Alexandra. And we're still affiliated with Kingstonian, by the way. But I don't think there's any players worth signing. JCG wants to discuss his future. New deal. End of the season, my friend. Just been scouting all the Crewe players under the age of 21. Mick Bryan. That's a little bit of potential, but nah. Oh, he's really fast, isn't he? Acceleration 19, pace 18, speed merchant. If there's anyone here that is at all good, then I will snap them up. But I don't think there is currently. But you never know, they might produce an amazing regen at some point. Hull City in the FA Cup then. Let's end today positively. We've had a draw and a defeat today. Let's end with a win and get through to the next stage of the FA Cup. It would be nice to have a bit of a cup run. We've only beaten them once on this save. We've played them 6 times as well. So really hoping to get one over them. Tempted to play Nick Austin today. Give him a go. Would it be his first appearance? Possibly. I will play a strong team as well because our next match is quite a way away. So we'll go for Ratio Williams at the back. I'm going to play Yahya though at left back. In the middle we will go Garber and Schultz. In attacking midfield I'm going to play Gary Johnston. I want him to impress me. He needs to impress me. I'm going to go with Pascual though on the right wing because he played well in the last game. Johnston in the middle. On the left we're going to go Nigel. And up front I will change this. I'm going to go Lorenzini up front. Give him some game time. And Pigliacelli will just be rested. He hasn't scored for the last couple games. I'm going to put Spencer Drury and Jack Young on the bench today. So this is the team. Wish me luck. Let's do this. Let's do this then. Hull City, let's have a look to see where they are in the league, in the Championship. They're currently 3rd, so they're having a good season. So they're on a high. They will be dangerous, I'm sure. They're probably not dissimilar to us in a way, player quality-wise. And they're playing the same formation as us. This is the guy they've got up front, George Hurst. An actual real player. We don't see many of them these days. Campbell Rice is playing behind. He's a regen. He looks good. I should look into the Championship actually to see if there's any good players I can sign there. I mean, possibly even this from Hull City. Let's look at their midfielders. He's real. And Turchin, capped by Croatia. He's an option, isn't he? He looks good. This can be a scouting exercise as well. Nothing happening so far. I think we need to liven this up a bit and go a bit more attacking. Oh, this is boring. This is the most boring FA Cup third round game alive. I mean, cup games are meant to be exciting. You've got nothing to lose. Go for it, guys. I'm going attacking now and it's not working. In fact, we'll go flexible instead of structured. Here's Garber into Dean. First highlight of the game. Johnston heads it into Pascual's path. He puts a good ball in. Lorenzini scores! His first goal for a long time. It's only his 2nd goal of the season. Has he scored in the Premier League yet? Can't even remember. Really good header from Johnston actually. Pascual, really good cross. And Lorenzini, good header. Flying header into the back of the net. And we're 1-0 up at half time. I think we continue to attack though and try and score another goal. Start the second half. No subs needed. Just gave them a bit of a boost at half time. It's been too long since I've been able to say Lorenzini. Half an hour to go. Hull City with a corner. Near post. It's knocked away. What is the hell was Nick Austin doing over here? He looked lost. Looking for his mum and dad in IKEA. Great save though. Can't talk. Gonna bring Gary Johnston off and bring on Pascal here. Let's bring Vianello on for Stephen Dean. He's on a yellow card. I think we probably should go to standard rather than attacking now. We might scrape through this game. It's not been as exciting as I hoped it would be. But any win is a win. I'll take a win, regardless of how we win it. It doesn't really matter, does it? We're going to bring on Jack Young for the last few minutes. That's what you guys want. I might regret that, but let's see. 5 minutes to go. This has been so boring. Surely this is the final whistle. Yeah, what a boring game. But we're through to the next round, and that's all that matters, isn't it? We've ended today with a win, so that's a positive. Jack Young came off the bench as well, which is nice to see. Didn't do anything, but it doesn't matter. We're through to the 4th round of the FA Cup, and Lorenzini has ended his goal drought, and that was 11 hours of competitive football without a goal. Well done, Lorenzini. Hasn't scored in the Premier League yet. He scored one in the EFL Cup and one in the FA Cup. So then, the next video will be, I don't know when it will be. We've got Chelsea next, which will be tough away from home. West Brom's always tough away from home, and they're a top 10 team on this. I guess around this period, like I said, I'm going to be doing regular videos this season, and we're already over the halfway point, and it seems to have whizzed by for me personally. So before too long, we'll be at the end of our first ever Premier League season. Please hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed for some reason. That would be great as well. I will see you in episode 127 of Regen Rovers.